Hey y'all, it's Indigo here coming at you with round one. This is week 2 of season 3 of the Grand Arena Championships. Let me show you the board here and what my opponent set down. And at the end, I'll go ahead and show you my defenses. My opponent's already taken out one of my squads up top. But you can see he's got a Grievous and Shock T up top. And then he's got Geos and just a Kira Scoundrel squad down on his first zone on the bottom. So that's going to be the easiest zone. We'll just take that out first. And for the Scoundrels, since there's no nest or anything to worry about, they're all gear 12, pretty easy. And what I like to use, so I don't use something too powerful, is just this EP team, and I throw Fallen Bastila in there. And once you put her under EP, naturally she should be modded to go fast if she's part of your arena team. She's going to go first, put up all her debuffs, kind of fuel the turn meter for this team. Then Vader will do his Force Crush and Culling Blade, get that whole turn meter train started. And even though you might get stuck behind Taunt on L3, it's really not that big of a deal. You're throwing down so many debuffs. I mean, just look at the field now. I'm knocking them down, and there's enough AoE attacks that I can just take them out without having to directly focus on somebody. And that's it. Wrapped it up pretty quick. They never really got to do anything, and I got 60 banners. And for his Geos, he only has Relic on Alpha. It's like Relic 4, and the rest are Gear 12. And as long as there's not heavy relics on the Geos, my Jawas will get the job done. So I went ahead and did my Jawas because I had seen that my opponent left me a little bit of breathing room. He was actually attacking at the same time I was. So I slowed it down just because this part's fun. Scavenger throws his grenade, and boom, there they all go. So not the best on banners, but you'll see at the end when I show you my defenses, I had some room to kind of play around this match, which really makes it fun. So I open up the back, and all he's got back there is a Karth squad and some Ewoks, which I really don't see those on defense too much. Up top is going to be his hardest. He's got a Grievous team that's kitted out. He's got Shock T clones, and then he's just got some bounty hunters. And I already checked his speeds and everything. His Grievous team's not going to be that tough. I used my Bastila-led Jedi Knight Revan team. And I've mentioned this before, but I haven't modded, so my Yoda goes first, does his AoE and spreads the buffs, and that pops B2 out of stealth. Then I can just focus on him right away. And then once he's already marked, now everyone else is going and giving their buffs to Yoda, like Revan does turn meter swap, but still throws her buffs toward Yoda. Master's training from Hermit Yoda goes to Grandmaster Yoda. So they're all making all these extra attacks, and I can get B2 out of there real quick. And then I just got to kind of bide time until I can get to Grievous. Now, he does have them decently reliced up and everything. His Magna, though, is still Gear 12. So you can see there that one big hit from my Yoda, and that's the end of Magna. So you run the risk of killing a weaker Magna and having to sit through another AoE from Grievous, which could, kill some of your teammates off. Luckily, before this round of Grand Arena started, I put some work into my Jedi, got Jolie and Bastila up to Gear 13, Relic 1. So they're sitting pretty decent. Not any more Gear 12 to worry about. Now I think I can take out the high Relic Grievous teams and not be scared that my whole team's going to die on me. Now I got the direct focus, and I can finally get on Grievous and start, working on him. And it takes a minute to get him down. I think Relic 7 on Grandmaster Yoda will probably help out with that a good deal. So I'm going to be working on that. But you can see it just takes time. I can use my AoEs and everything, throw a turn meter to Yoda as often as I can. Spread some Master's training over to Jedi Knight Revan. And now I got him down into the red. So be a little bit easier to get him taken out there. Now he's got B1 and Droidica to worry about, and once you get down to those two, they're really no threat at all. Now I just gotta wait until I can get Bastila's, where she can strip the buffs off Droidica, or wait for that damage immunity to run out. I used on Grievous. Maybe I should have saved that and it would have made things go a little bit quicker. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. There's no danger of losing my team now. Now I can actually use this extra time to try to heal up and gain some protection back. Get everybody back so I can get close to 60 banners if I can. Always try to work on that just to practice some efficiency here and there, on certain teams. But it's not really an efficiency battle on this match because my opponent has already made some mistakes. So I don't have to worry about squeezing out every last banner. Throw a direct focus on Droidica and take him out. 57 banners. Not the best, not the worst, but got it done. Now I got my Imperial Troopers against his Bounty Hunters. That's going to be a pretty easy matchup. He didn't set Night Sisters down or anything at all, so I've got plenty of firepower left to take out, everything he's left me. He went pretty light. So go ahead and use my Imp Troopers here. If you can't take out Night Sisters with them, they're great for taking out Bounty Hunters for an easy, quick 60 banners. Just focus on the weakest one, grind them down, and then keep doing the AoEs from Snow. Should be modded for heavy damage, and you'll be able to clear the whole table. You can see it's already been a few seconds, 30 seconds, and I'm down to Bosk. And throw some Death Mark on there, get him down just over 30 seconds, and I got my 60 banners. So that team's done. Nothing to really worry about there. This is something, though, since he left me some wiggle room, this is something I've always wanted to try. So you see Shaak Ti-led clones, and he had a couple of them at Gear 13. He had the Zetas, double Zeta Shaak Ti. And I've seen this counter from the folks over at Operation Metaverse. They did a little video on it showing that Malak can solo these clone teams. And I admit, I've always wanted to try it. And I got Malak up to Relic 7 so that I'd be able to have a better shot at something like this. And I've never been in the position where I've had the opportunity to do it without worrying about risking win or lose the Grand Arena match. And here I figured I could spare one. And if I lost, I'll figure something else out. I got plenty of firepower left that I've got options. But I really, really wanted to try this. So bear with me. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. You can see they got Malak down to the yellow. So use that life drain and gain some health back. I was trying to go after Shaak Ti, trying to get her out of the picture like you would normally do. And that just, it doesn't seem to work. I keep getting, stuck behind where I got to go after 5s, and I'm not doing very much damage. And so I'm wondering, man, am I going to get this, or am I just doing it all wrong? And there I'm stuck behind 5s again. So I finally just drained him, heal up, and that got rid of a big chunk of his protection. So let me go after 5s again and, just keep at it. At this point, I'm thinking, what should I do? Maybe just take out 5s, and then once he's gone, that's one less to deal with, and then take out Shaak Ti. So that's what I do. Keep working on 5s. Try and whittle him down a little bit. And I'm making progress. You can see all the hits the clone troopers are doing don't really take too much off Malak. But right there scared me when I got down to the red bar. I thought, man, I messed this one up, pretty good. But I was able to life drain 5s, and then once he's gone, it's much, much easier to focus on who you want. So now I can go after Shaak Ti and work on taking her out, and it's much easier. Right there, one big hit, got rid of her. Now this thing feels like it's in control. So I'm deciding who to life drain here, and he has a relicked up clone sergeant. So I thought, let me go after him because he takes a bunch of turns and all that. So I'll go after him. Got a dodge there. But there we go. Got rid of him, and now you see that it's just 2-1 on against Malak. And look, Rex's big hit doesn't do anything. So there it is, guys. This is he had a Gear 12 Echo, so it wasn't Relic 7 or anything, but 64 banners for that match, and I've got to cross something off my bucket list. So something interesting is my opponent was actually attacking at the same time. He had done a couple battles, and he was attacking, so I just decided I'm going to jump in and attack also. It's more fun that way, and that way he could see how his defenses are doing. So now that I've got the back open, we'll just go down there and start taking out his weak back squads. He's got Ewoks, so I did Underman, CLS, Han, Chewie, threw Wampa in there just because. I mean, I could use whatever I want, but you know, I don't like doing 3-man. I'm more comfortable with 4-man on anything. I just, unless I really know for sure, and I don't think they would kill CLS, Han, and Chewie, but I like having Wampa in there. Just that AoE days and being able to do heavy damage. It's fun getting to use Wampa. So I got my 61 banners for that match. And the last ground squad to deal with is a Karth team. Normally I use FO for this, but there's no reason to. I mean, I don't have the feats or anything, and I don't really care about those. I mean, they don't add very much points, and as long as I win the match, I'm good. So I'm not a big believer in doing all the feats now that we don't need to scrape out every feat to make it into Kyber. So it was a lot more fun doing this, going with a Padme team, and just wrecking them. You see that Retribution, look at that. That Retribution is just killing the other team every time they go, and I counterattack, and it's lights out. So pretty easy there. Not a lot to say. Definitely an overpowered match for this team. Took him out, got 58 banners. That's it for the ground squads. And it looks like he's working on mine. My south, he's just got Geos left down there before he opens up the back zone. Skipping my ship battle. It was just his Falcon fleet, and I had my Negotiator. Of course, Negotiator's going to beat Falcon. So, no sense watching all that battle and, you know, how I play and the mistakes I make on ships. I don't care about ships, but I know Negotiator is going to beat the Falcon because I use it in Arena every day. So I was able to get 59 banners off that, and that's perfectly fine. As long as I one-shot everything, I win. And so I did one-shot everything. Let me show you the board. My opponent made some progress there, taking out some of my squads. And he opened up that back zone. I had General Skywalker and a Newt team waiting for him. Let's go in and look at these defenses, and I'll show you exactly what I set down and how they did. So I've got Bounty Hunters up there. He stumbled on that one. He one-shot the Night Sister Hybrid team, and then the Scoundrels team with Nest that I had up front. One-shot those, and went on and did the ships, and I just set a Thrawn fleet with Geos. One-shot that, no trouble, and I figured that would be easy for him. And then up front, there was a Dooku team, and he was able to get through that, but it took him 3 tries against the Geos. I'm not sure what he ended up using and all that, but, you know, 3 tries is great. That's going to drain some good teams out of his roster, so when he gets to the back, he's not going to have all that much, and he doesn't. He one-shot the General Skywalker team, and then as of this screenshot, this is my Newt team that he had to deal with, okay? And he hadn't attempted it, and then he must have dumped everything he had, because when I woke up, it was still standing, and he had 8 battles on it, and he couldn't get it down. So that's it. That's the board. That's what it's going to end at. I got 1920, and he's going to stay at 1625. So I had fun this match, finally. Was a good round for me. So we'll see you guys here in the next round and see what happens there. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters, give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.